Court is back in session in cause number 329790. The case is styled the State of Texas versus Federico Pena Jr. Mr. Pena, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pena, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Pena, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pena, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Pena?
I'm doing great.
That's good. Mr. Pena, you're here represented by your attorney Wright Kimler. Attorney Kimler, how are you doing?
Well, Your Honor, thank you.
That's good. You have Pena? Oh, okay. Mr. Pena, I have before me an information that alleges that on or about May 6th of 2021, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of attempt to elude police officer. Mr. Pena, do you understand what you have been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Pena, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
No problem.
Now, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pena, I also have before me a document that is titled the misdemeanor plea admonishment. Mr. Pena, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of the same document, Mr. Pena, there are a set of initials on a line next to a box that's checked nolo contendere, which means no contest. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
And on the next page of the same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, which is titled trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature above the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
There are two boxes that are checked at the top of this document. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box states that you are waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kimler, do you have that discovery certification?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Pena, I also have before me a document that is titled discovery certification. Mr. Pena, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature above the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Pena, before you signed and initialed these documents, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir. I did.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
That is correct.
Okay, Mr. Pena, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's Exhibit number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Without
And-
objection.
And will you also be offering State's Exhibit number 2, the probable cause affidavit?
State will, Your Honor, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Without objection.
Okay, State's Exhibits 1 and 2 are admitted. Needed
You
that.
want me to tell you?
Yeah. Mr. Pena, your attorney, Mr. Kimberly, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided a full, effective, and competent legal representation? Mr. Kimler, you've advised and counseled Mr. Pena. Is there any evidence that he's currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
None that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
Mr. Pena, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I'll also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
Your Honor, the agreement is for 16 days, time served with court costs to be taxed and returned.
Mr. Pena, the state is offering that you serve 16 days in Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve any more time in jail on this case because you've already served 16 days in jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for time served. The court cost in this case is $437, but you will not have to pay the court cost because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Mr. Pena, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just? And do you accept the state's offer?
I accept it.
Okay, Mr. Pena, I'll follow the plea bargaining agreement that you have entered into with the state. Now, Mr. Pena, just have a seat right there in the jury box. Oh, yeah, hold on, Mr. Pena, she needs to get your print. And once she gets your, right here, the first, and once the clerk gets your print, have a seat in the jury box.
Let me let the bailiff know we're done.
Yes. Okay, just have a seat in the jury box and wait for the bailiff. And Mr. Pena, just follow the bailiff and you have a blessed day.